Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Great to have you here on the Zach Pitt Show. I'm excited for multiple reasons today. One, the weather is absolutely beautiful. Two, I get to see my favorite band of all time in Columbus tonight, Blink-182. So super stoked about that. It just so happened today that I'm going to be having a conversation with two local filmmakers about a local music scene inspired by a local music scene. And anybody who knows me knows that I love local music and just creativity in general. So I want to introduce you to the creators of Speakeasy, the movie. We have Patrick and Michael joining us today. Gentlemen, great to have you here. How are you?
Hey, Zach, thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a true pleasure to have both of you on the show today. And I know that this is something that you guys have been working on really hard up until this point, a movie. And you guys are saying you guys are going all out, trying to create something that is near and dear to your heart. So Patrick, Speakeasy, the movie, what's this thing about?
Well, it's a dystopian thriller about it's a punk band called the Riot Police, and we kind of stay with them as they navigate a dystopian world where art is sanctioned by the government, and they're essentially renegades. Who the underground music scene is just kind of it's full of corruption, but also they're able to throw like secret shows in abandoned churches and places like that.
And Michael, we've been taking a look at some of the concept art for this movie. You guys are still in the early stages of production, but why was it important for you to create something like this that pulls from your passions, and obviously that being both music and film?
Yeah, well, Pat and I have bonded over music and movies for 20 plus years. We both love a lot of the same types of movies and a lot of the same music. Pat's local musician himself. I've been a musician for about 25, 30 years. And, these are stories that have been inspired by our own experiences, but also our love of sci-fi, of dystopian stories, of, Kurt Vonnegut and Aldous Huxley and Ray Bradbury, things like that. So we just, this story's been kind of percolating for a few years, and we finally got to the point where we were ready to launch it. And we have not been able to take a breath ever since we started. It's been full throttle ever since we launched.
Full throttle all the way. And I know that when we initially spoke, you were talking about how you guys really are wanting to create something that isn't just some like indie movie. I mean, you guys are going all out. And this is something that, you really wanted to hit home as we were having our conversation, that, you guys have this drive, this ambition, and this vision, if you will, to create something that is going to move the masses with something that came from your cranium, right? Your imagination. Why is it important for you guys to obviously create something that is going to really, really penetrate people's imaginations and inspire them with your creativity?
Well, one of the things that we noticed about music-centric movies is that you either get biopics, movies about a specific band or artist, or you get musicals, which both have their audiences and both have their place. But there are very few movies that are just about being in a band, about being on the road and the obstacles that bands face while they're just trying to get their music heard. And so that was one of the inspirations for wanting to do this story. And then obviously, for us, we love local live music, and the idea of having actors who are also musicians performing and participating in this story in a way that brings that music to life and brings that story a certain authenticity, a certain genuineness, a genuine feel of what it's like to be in the band. It was very important to us.
Yeah, we wanted to bring a realism to the music component as well. I mean, it's one of our biggest pet peeves is watching movies that showcase musicians and bands where you can tell they're not actually playing the instrument. So we definitely spent a lot of time on our cast trying to find really talented actors, but also actors who could play their characters' respective instruments.
Because you're watching something and all you could think to yourself is, oh my gosh, like I see this person playing, but it's not matching it up at all. And that was something that was really, really important to you guys, was making sure that that was authentic and genuine from a viewer's perspective.
Yeah, there are certain pet peeves that I think every audience member has when they watch a movie. If you see a car and its tires squeal on gravel, that's kind of a irritating piece that it's not realistic and takes me out of the film. Or when somebody picks up a coffee mug or a coffee cup and you can tell that there's no weight to it, they don't have anything in it. That kind of takes me out. But a big key pet peeve for us is when we know that the musician's not playing what we're hearing. And so it was really important for us to not just get great actors, but get actors who are also great musicians. And we landed 4 incredible actor musicians to play our lead characters in the band, the Riot Police.
So where are we in terms of production? Obviously, you have the cast, you have the storyboard laid out, but where are we in terms of putting the pieces together and starting to film?
We're actually ready to go for the most part. We're working on the funding side of things currently, but as far as the cast and crew goes and a lot of the logistical elements, those are all in place.
Yeah, we've got director of photography already lined up. We've got an editor, incredible editor lined up. We've got a lot of the crew ready to go. Locations are set. And then, like we said, our cast, it's not just the 4 main cast members. We've got several additional cast members who are already on board and ready to go. We really need the funding to make this happen. The Dayton music scene has been, like we've said already, has been quite an inspiration for us. We've had 1 fundraiser in the Oregon district already to help raise some operating money for this. But it's in order to do this story the right way, with the production value that we want to do it with, and in order to showcase the locations and the talent that we have, we need more than that. We need more funding. What we really need are some individual investors who would like to come on board and find a way to help support this and make this happen.
And what does that process look like? Somebody's watching either live or they're watching the replay and they say, hey, I see Michael and Patrick's vision. This is something that I would love to see created, because maybe they have a personal connection to the story that you guys are putting out there. What does that process look like, aside from just getting in contact with you? What would that look like in terms of, okay, hey, I want to see this happen. Here's money. What happens from there?
Well, we're working with a production manager who is helping us along that route. We're not businessmen. We're creative, artistic, storytellers and musicians, and so we definitely knew where we would need somebody else to help us carry that load. And we've got a great production manager on board who's helping us with that. And at this point, we're ready to take meetings. We have a great pitch. We can sit down with anybody and go through the pitch, show them what we're looking at, and talk numbers. We don't really want to get into budget and all that kind of boring stuff here, but for simplicity's sake, we're definitely willing to sit down with anybody and talk to them about what they can do to help make this happen.
And where that money would go. I mean, we're talking about throwing real live shows and closing down streets and building props and wardrobe and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Could you not hear me there?
You cut out as soon as you went to the video.
Well, sorry about that. Okay. Anyway, so what I was asking is, whoever's watching, whether they're watching live or the replay right now, and again, they see the passion that you have for this project that you're putting together, and they want to help out. What would you say to anybody just in terms of going after your dreams, going after your passion? You guys, you have your work cut out for you, and I know that you guys already know that. As a musician, I know what it's like putting together an album. I can't imagine what it's like putting together a movie. You guys have experience in both arenas here. What would you say to anybody about the importance of just going after something that you're passionate about and doing whatever it takes to see that vision come to fruition?
Well, that's what we did for our first film. We literally, really having not a lot of knowledge in how to make a movie, we just picked up a camera and did it. And, we just learned along the way. We consider making that first film our film school, and because it really felt that way. And we came out of it with a lot more knowledge and
some bumps and some bruises, but it was one of those things where it was invaluable learning experience. As far as pursuing your dream or pursuing a passion, I think that one of the things that you can definitely do is make sure that you have a team that supports each other. Pat and I have been working together for almost 20 years between music and film. It's not just the two of us. We have, our own partners in life, my wife and Pat's partner, and they support us. This isn't a hobby, and they've never told us that it's a hobby. They've never implied that it's a hobby. This is a passion, and it's our job. It's what we do, and they've always supported us in that way. So having people around you that want to encourage you and support you makes it easy. It makes it worthwhile, and honestly, I wouldn't want to do it any other way.
Awesome. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited for this thing to start coming together. So to get this process off the ground and really start getting that funding that you need so you can start really putting this thing together and bringing it into reality. Just again, you can see down at the bottom of your screen, you have some of your contact information. But Michael, if you could just go through that real quickly so people can have a direct line of communication to you guys so you can start getting that funding that you're needing and everything else to put this together.
The best way to find out more information is to go to Speakeasy the Movie. It's all one word, speakeasythemovie.com, or to contact us at contact@EchoEterna.com. EchoEterna is our production company, and you can contact us. It goes directly to Pat or I, and either of those will help you to find out more information or get in contact with us.
I love it. And we have a quick comment from Andy Rowe. Look at Andy Rowe. I know a venue or two that'd be happy to let them roll. So there you go. That's awesome. You already have some
excellent, dude.
Some support here in our local community in the Dayton, Ohio area. Best of luck to you both, Patrick, Michael. Thank you so much for coming on the show today to talk about something that is near and dear to your heart and something that I know is going to inspire a lot of people at the same time. Best of luck to you. And again, hit up their email or their website to get in contact with them. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time today. And thank you for watching